So the first thing that we're going to test is to see if your LEDs work. All right. So this is a bigger one that I have personally, so we can see it in the video compared to the little ones over here. So we have a long one and a short end. So as you can see, I'm going to show you the difference between the two. So if you put it in, if you put one in the 5 volts and one in ground, it should light up. Okay. So if you put it in, oh wait, hold on. That's my fault. I got it in 2 grounds. All right. There you go. So if you put it in, and now plug it up to the computer. So if you plug it up to the computer, it should light, as you can see. So if you take it out and flip it and place it in the same spot, you will notice that it will not light up. Okay? So always remember, the long end goes towards the power end. And this is kind of hot. So this is the reason why we have resistors. So I'm going to put it on the, I'll show you how to connect it on the breadboard next. All right, so right now I have it the long end on the top and the short end at the bottom. And as you can see on here, they are numbered in rows and columns. Let me see if I can focus this a little better. Okay. So I don't know if you could see that really well, but at the top you see A through, I think it's J at the top. And then 1 through 17 going down. So columns and rows. Each row is connected. So let me show you an example. So we don't want these 2 ends connected to each other. So we don't want these on the same row. Okay, that means you're basically saying this LED has 1 pin coming straight down, and we don't want that. So we want them on 2 separate rows. So we won't want it like this. So on the same column, different rows. Or you can also do diagonal. So, but they just have to be different column, different rows. All right, or same column, same row. All right, so another thing, going from this side of the breadboard to this side of the breadboard, they are not connected. So these 2 pins, this one and this one, are not connected. So if you are able to do this when you connect them, which I don't like doing because the pins will start to stretch out and sooner or later will break if you're not handling them right. So I usually keep them on the same side. So we want the top at the top, the long piece, and the short piece. There you go. So that's how you connect them on the breadboard, and a connection through the breadboard, which we'll go into detail later on. All right, so as we saw before, the long piece goes into power. So we have the long piece on this same row. So remember, all rows are connected. So if we place this on the 5 volts, and then we can get another wire and connect the other end of the LED. Oops, sorry, got that on the wrong pin. Okay. So I'll get a little closer. So you see this pin is on the short end, this pin is on the long. And this one will go to ground. And it should light up. So every time I'm touching ground, it should light up. Okay. So that's when you'll know that these are connected correctly. All right. So to make sure that it's not 5 volts going into this one LED, we're going to take this out. Disconnect the 5 volts. We're going to get the resistor for the LEDs that I gave you, which is 220, and it should be red, brown, and gold, or red, black, and gold. Nope, I'm sorry. Red, brown, and gold. So the red meaning is 2. The next red is meaning it's 2. And then the black or the brown is meaning that it's 0. So I think this is black. Yeah, this is black. So the black is 0. So that's how you have to look at your bands. And then the last part is just how many tolerance that it takes on. But it's like a plus or minus %. So we have 2, 2. And then because we have 4 bands, the third band is a multiplier. So we have brown. Yeah, this is brown. So we times this by 10. And I'll show you a picture later so you can see it a little more clear. So if you see here, we have red band, black band. So red multiplier is brown. I'm sorry. Multiplier is 220, 22 times 10, which is 220. And then the tolerance is gold. So we have 5% tolerance, meaning it's plus or minus 5% of what the number is that we calculated. So, and because we have a 4 band, you look at the 4 band, or if you have a 5 band, you'll look at the bottom 5. And they'll have lines to indicate which ones is which. Another thing that may be a problem is trying to figure out which side is which. So if you have silver or gold at the end, you will know that that's the end. But if you don't, it's going to be a problem for you to not understand. But you will get it as you go on, that it's sooner or later it's going to be it's going to be easier to understand which other bands, which side of the resistor it is. Sorry. So okay, so the resistors, it doesn't matter which end you place the resistor on. So we want the resistor to go from the LED power end, so that's the long end, so we want it to be connected to the long end. And then and then you just find an empty row that is not being used right now. So right now we have the LED connected to ground. So the red wire is connected to ground once I place it in. And then we have the long end of the LED going towards the resistor, which is going to go connected to power. So if we connect this to power, so power, resistor, long end of the LED, then ground. So if I connect this to ground, it should light up. And there you go. It's not as bright as it was before because of how much resistance it has. So I think that should be good on that. And if you have any other questions, please put your comments below or message me and I will surely help you. And this is before any code. This is not code. This is just playing with your LEDs to make sure that all the hardware is working properly. So thanks.